Look, why can't they be with family while y'all investigating this case? Why can't one of us have them? They got aunts that's willing to take all of them. The daycare lady went through all of their training and everything and said, put them with me. I'll keep them. I'll even adopt them so that they can stay together. They've all been separated. One baby's in one place, two babies in another place. The boys is in a Jehovah's Witness home. I have nothing against Jehovah's Witness, but he wasn't raised as a Jehovah's Witness. So therefore, they never get to celebrate birthdays, things that they didn't have when that we made big deals about everybody's birthday. They can't celebrate Christmas. They can't celebrate. I think that's unfair to them. Okay? So moving forward, the system telling me now I got a lawyer. I paid this lawyer over $30,000, something I don't have. I'm still $60,000 in debt with an attorney that lost the case because he's fighting all of them. Okay? So we lost in the family court. I took it to the Court of Appeal. Every lawyer I went to said, well, you're going to have to give us at least a $30,000 down payment before we even do the paperwork. I said, okay, I don't have that. I got to give up on my grandkids. I lay down, I sleep, I can't sleep. I'm going to take and write this appeal. I wrote the appeal. I put it in the appellate court. And now it's in the appellate court, okay? I wrote an expansion. I did this with the help of people that I knew. I'm still fighting, so it's open and it's in the appellate court now. I received a letter in the mail yesterday because I wanted to expand the file. I'm no attorney. I'm just a regular, ordinary person. But I know I didn't have no money like that to be giving anybody, but I said, I'm not giving up on my grandkids. So I got a letter in the mail yesterday. They denied my expansion, but they still got it in the Court of Appeal. It's been me one fighting. I have written over 300 letters. I have copies. I have certified return receipts. I've written Bill de Blasio. I've written all the borough presidents, every council person. I've written letters to the President of the United States. I have sent everything out to the newspapers, to the media, and still not getting any response. The big kicker is that ACS works under the agency that I work for. So therefore, they want to teach me a lesson for speaking out and advocating for my grandchildren. I want my grandchildren back. For 3 years, they held it over my head where I walked into my office every day and they could have told me, you terminated on the spot. I heard the other sister say she lost her job. But I was willing to give everything up for my babies. You don't just walk up in somebody's house. The new age Ku Klux Klan just walk up in your house. The slave master come in and just take our babies away and do whatever they want to do. Now, I didn't even tell you that my oldest granddaughter that's still in the system, she tried committing suicide. After they were separated, the children started having a lot of bouts with depression in and out of psychiatric hospitals. They're being forbidden to talk to each other. I don't know if she's going to be able to talk about what she's experiencing right now, but I think she needs to let people know how she's being affected by being separated away from her siblings. I mean, this is a major story to be told. I still fight them. I will go to my job every day, my head down, but I still went every day as I fought in court. And looking at them like they make you feel like you a criminal. They make you feel like you dirt. You walk in there, I'm supposed to go in there with my head down. I see the ACS workers over there huddling up, whispering, looking at me. But every time I went to court, I tried to make myself look as best I can. I had my hell high because I didn't do nothing wrong. Y'all came to me begging me to take the children. I love my grandchildren. I want my grandchildren back. I will not stop fighting as long as there's a breath in my body. I will continue to fight for my grandkids because I didn't do anything wrong and they deserve to be home. They deserve to be back together, not separated out like little animals. I've seen the condition of the homes. I'm not going to reveal my sources, but I got pictures of the filthy homes that my grandchildren are in. Filthy, filthy homes. My granddaughter came with like a flesh-eating disease to one of the, that's another thing. We were given visitation, but when they would tell me what was going on, they shut them down. They stopped. They wouldn't show up for the visits. They wouldn't allow them to come to the visits because they told us like it was. They come in with clothes that was 3 sizes too small, hair undone. My granddaughter when she was in the psychiatric hospital, I went to see her. She said, my hair hasn't been washed since I left home. But you've been gone 3 months. She said they only allowed to bathe on special occasions. Are you serious? What is that about? But this is condoned, and when I would bring it to the judge's attention, my attorney would say, this is what's going on in these homes. They would sweep it under the rug and say that I'm wrong for calling in an ACS case on the conditions that they're going through. My grandson disappeared for hours one day. I'm on my way to the visit. I get there. I'm like, where's my grandson? Everybody running around like chicken with their head cut off. They had no idea where he was. When he heard my voice, he came out from behind the vending machine where there was loose wires, hundreds of wires back behind the vending machine. He said he was back there because he was scared. He didn't want to go back to that foster home. Okay? But they sent my grandson right back there. My granddaughter being exploited on YouTube. They put videos of her sexual exploitation. They did nothing. They've come in with all kinds of scratches, all kinds of bruises. Like I said, my baby with fleshy disease on her face. She never had any allergies. I changed the diaper. I see feces in the diaper. The baby hadn't been wiped. Okay? She had feces from before. So they told me, you can't take no pictures of the grandkids. These are my grandkids. Why can't I take pictures? You know? Everything that I would challenge them on, I have documented proof. And when I send my appeal to the court, I told them, I said, I have over 50,000 pictures, which I do, of how my kids lived before in foster care and now that they're in foster care, the condition you bring them to a visit. So, of course, they terminated all visits. They don't allow her to see her siblings, and they've never not been a part of each other's life. I would like for Leah to be able to tell you how she's being affected by this separation from her siblings. This is a long, drawn-out, very challenging story. I don't know that I would have been able to stand here and say this, but I'm not going to stop fighting, and I hope she's able to speak.
All right, thank you.
I'm right here.
Hi, my name's Aaliyah. As you can see, I'm very sad. Why? Because all my siblings have been taken away. The people that I've learned to love ever since I was born are simply just taken away, and I can't see them, not a day. My sister has to sneak phone calls to me because if she tries to call me, she'll be in trouble, she'll be punished, she'll be beaten. But because I love my sister, I'm not going to do that to her. I told her, don't call. No, I said, I won't call unless you call me.
What's the code name? You got to have a code name.
She can't even call me by my real name on the phone. She has to call me Diamond.
Because she's being forbidden to speak to her sisters. Oh, is another thing. I want to say that they're saying that I can't fight for them no more because they've all been adopted. And they changed my grandson's names at the age of 5 and 6. They changed it from Khalil and Kiwan to something like David and Joe. How do you change a 6-year-old or a 7-year-old's name? A new baby, I can understand it. But the adoptive parents changed their first name to David and Joe or something like that. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
My youngest sister, I don't know where she is. I don't know who she's with. All I know is that I can't see her and I miss her. My second youngest sister, she doesn't even know who I am. If I walk in the door and I say hi, she's not going to know who I am. And it's very sad because my mom is an awesome person. I don't feel like she would have done anything like that, and I know she didn't do anything like that. They just want to seem like good people, so they make these allegations to make us seem like bad families. They make these happy families destroyed and put them separately. They don't know where they are. And that is why I tried to commit suicide 7 times.
Where are you right now?
I am at a state hospital right now. I'm on a pass to see my mom.
How long have you been in the state hospital?
3 months.
And why were you trying to kill yourself?
I was trying to kill myself because I wanted to see my siblings and nobody would allow me. I can't talk any further because I'm going to cry. But
it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. And just to tell you, she wasn't on any psychotropic meds. They have her on lithium. They have her on all kinds of psychotropic meds. She wasn't on any meds. She was not on any meds. None of the kids were on meds, but now they're all on cocktails of psychiatric, psychotropic meds, and they're forbidding them to see each other. The attorney that they had advocating for them never advocated to make these visits for the siblings. When they said the children were adopted, they never asked for visits for the siblings. When I talk to my granddaughter, she'll say, the one that's in care, and I start talking to her, I'm like, you don't want to talk to me? She said, of course, Grandma. I said, Grandma's still fighting for you. I'm doing everything in my power so we can all be together again. She said to me, that's what I want. She's not allowed to talk to me. She said she's forbidden to talk to us. So if she's on the phone with me, and the foster mother walks in the room, she'll start going, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, you know, like she's talking to one of her friends or playing with talk to us, because she's not allowed to speak to me. If she's found speaking to us, her cell phone will be taken away. Privileges will be taken away. She has told me that they've locked her in the closet, her and her baby sister, they've locked them in the closet, pulled the plug out of the TV while they're watching TV, and she had to stop telling me what was going on. She said, because Grandma, when I tell you and the lawyer tell the judge, they take us back to the house and treat us like we're invisible. They treat us like we're not there. They treat us like dirt. I want to come home. From the youngest to the oldest one, they used to pull them away from us, kicking and screaming when they separated us from the visit. So they were saying, oh, the kids are too shaken up. They're shaken up because they've been together all their life. Why should they not have been separated? And since we were in the final stage of adoption, why didn't you do more? If you felt there was something wrong with me, why didn't you put services in my house to keep my family together? Okay? You know I never stopped working. I still work. And I still have my same job by the grace of God, because they could have taken that away from me too. So the Creator wants me to keep working. He wants me to keep going on. He wants me to continue this fight. And I'm going to fight. I thank you for the support. It's amazing. I knew nothing about it until last week, but I had to be here today, and I will be connected. So, you know, thank you, everybody. Peace and love, and we're going to continue this fight for our families.
They don't have nothing to drink. I want to see if they have something. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody.